All right, gentlemen, I am about to get really opinionated in this video. And if you're not ready for that, no hard feelings, I'll see you in the next one. But look, it isn't anything groundbreaking or crazy, so let me explain. A few days ago, I put up a poll on my Instagram stories asking you to vote for something. And here is the question. Now, this is mostly geared towards men because after all, that is my demo, but it also goes both ways. So here's the deal. You're out on a date with your lady friend, wife, girlfriend, whatever, and you guys walk into a lounge. It's pretty crowded and there's only 2 seats available at the bar. They're side by side and one of the seats looks really comfortable, but the other one is obviously going to be less comfortable. Which seat are you taking? Now, please, I want you to leave some comments down below and let me know what seat you're taking and also why you're taking it, because I would love to hear a lot of thoughts on this topic. Now, I'm going to get into the results of the poll in just a second, but I want to give you a little backstory first. This topic just came up last weekend, right? So I'm out with my lady friend and my buddy Scott and his wife, and we came across this exact situation. I took the less comfortable chair and gave the comfortable chair to my girlfriend. And in my opinion, that is the right thing to do, no question. I'm not asking her where she wants to sit, right? I'm putting her in the comfortable chair and I'm taking the less comfortable chair, period. The thing is though, right? So here's the deal. I have an amazing girlfriend and she wants to take care of her man and she wants me to be comfortable. So she would prefer to take the crappy chair and give me the good one. And because I'm stubborn as an ox, there was absolutely no way I could allow her to sit in that crappy chair. So then our friends got involved in the conversation, all in good fun, and we went deep down the rabbit hole in this whole topic. My friend Scott even said, I think at one point he said that it's our job as men to take the bows and arrows so she doesn't have to. And I totally agree with that, right? I believe that as a man, it's my job to sacrifice my own comfort for the sake of others, especially my lady. And there was just no way in hell I was going to allow her to sit on that crappy chair. First of all, just like I explained, it's our job as men to sacrifice. That's what I believe. Second of all, if I walked into a place and saw a couple sitting together at the bar somewhere, and she was on the crappy chair and the dude was sitting there on his throne, I might think differently about that man. And of course, look, this is all surface level stuff, and there's of course reasons for everything, but I'm just saying on the surface, it just doesn't look right. The same thing goes with opening car doors, opening doors, and walking on the street side of the sidewalk. Like, why doesn't anyone do this anymore? Like, doesn't anyone know this is a thing? And I see this like all the time. I don't think men quite understand that when you're walking with a lady on the sidewalk with active traffic on the street next to you, you walk on the street side, not her. Leave me a comment down below and be honest. Did you know about this? Did you even know that was a thing? Okay, so let me get into the results. Now, in my poll, I gave 3 options. Now remember, you're walking into a bar, you're on a date, and there's only 2 bar stools with no tactical advantage, right? Because that's the thing. Which chair are you taking? Now, the first option was the comfortable chair. The second option was the less comfortable chair. And for a third option, I just wanted to throw something else in there, and it was ask her what she wants. Now, mostly men, of course, answered the poll, but there were quite a few women that answered as well. And one category got the most female responses, and that was ask her what she wants. Now, I'm not really sure what to think about that, but I'm not asking. I'm also, for the record, not the guy that shows up on a date without a plan and then asks her what she wants to go do. No, that's just not how it works. I am 100% the man with the plan. Now, a lot of you know I'm super active, I'm very social, and I know a lot of people in this town, and there's literally always something to do. So when it's date night, or even just a regular day or afternoon out somewhere, I pretty much have everything figured out. Now, that isn't to say that we can't call an audible and go do something else, but there's generally always some plan in place. Now again, I told you I was going to get opinionated in this video, but I think asking her what chair she wants is a mistake, right? Because what's going to happen is she's going to want to put you first and put you in the comfortable chair, and then she'll take the crappy one. Even if that's not what she really wants, she'll do it anyway. Don't put her in that position, and don't let her do that. Give her the comfortable chair right away. Okay, the next category got, of course, the least amount of votes, but a lot of guys did say that you would actually take the comfortable chair and give her the crappy one. And I just have to ask, like, what's the matter with you? Now, I do want to say something about different cultures, right? Because in some parts of the world, men come first and women cater to the men. In some cultures, men aren't, for example, getting up at a barbecue and fixing their own plate of food. The women will do that for them. And if a man does get up to get his own food, it makes the woman look bad because it looks like she isn't taking care of her man. And I totally get that, and I respect that. So maybe that's where some of these guys are coming from. It just isn't something that I'm doing. The last category, of course, was taking the less comfortable chair. Now, this got the most votes, but not by much. I think there was only like a 10-vote difference between this one and then asking her what she wants. Honestly, I gotta say, I thought this one would blow the doors off all the other categories, but it just didn't. Somebody please explain to me why this didn't get like 90% of the votes. And again, I really want to read your comments on this whole topic, and don't come at me with feminism or some other BS belief that you have about women or that men and women are equal, because I am tired of hearing those excuses. I told you, opinionated. All right, so am I that much of a unicorn, or am I that so old school gentleman that I would throw myself in front of a bus to save my woman? Like, what happened? Is chivalry really dead? Because I sure as hell hope not. And look, just for the record and to be crystal clear, I'm not disrespecting anyone for the way they answered this poll, right? There's just different reasons, and who am I to judge? I just feel strongly about my role as a man. I know who I am, and I know what I believe in enough to always take the hit so she doesn't have to. I don't know, am I wrong? Am I maybe just too old school? How do you feel? It's an interesting topic that can end up sparking a lot of further and deeper conversations, which I've been having over the last couple of days when I bring this topic up to other people. And it's interesting how people just see things differently, and that's totally okay. Gentlemen, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.